Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time talking about release 2.2 of Torchwood, Zone 10. Naoko Mori is back, playing Toshiko Sato. Now I've got a soft spot for this character, mainly because some time ago there was an audiobook written by my old writing mate Steve Saville called Hidden, and she did the reading. And in this story, there's a certain helicopter pilot who has my name, thanks Steve, and he dies horribly. Steve liked doing that. He likes killing off his friends. We try not to take it personally, but we are quite happy when it's there. But she's back. And you know what? It's a great little story. Continuing the overall story arc and giving us so much more to dig into. Obviously, this story is set before the character's demise, but being Torchwood, even after someone's demise, they get to be in the series. Let's face it, we've always known this to be the case, and being sci-fi, it's really not a problem. In order not to give too much away, I will start off by saying, performance-wise, it's a great story. Yes, it's one disc, but it doesn't feel trapped or condensed. It feels as though it could be definitely part of the TV canon, and of course, we get to feel the bigger universe. The bigger universe of Torchwood, not necessarily that of Doctor Who. Here's the synopsis. They call it the Pulse, a radio signal which has puzzled the world for 40 years, but now Toshiko has solved it. She's uncovered a message which leads her to Russia, and in an uneasy alliance with the KVI, the Russian equivalent of Torchwood, Toshiko needs to get to Zone 10, a frozen wasteland which officially doesn't exist. An intergalactic war was once fought in Zone 10, and it turns out there's a survivor. Yes, as always, there's the standard Torchwood contains adult material and is not suitable for younger listeners, and that's the case. Yes, that is still the case. But it still doesn't stop it from being a rip-roaring story. And unlike Torchwood's TV incarnation, where it tried to be adult by being juvenile, this thing just works. I've said it before and I will say it again, that this is by far the single best incarnation of Torchwood. It's got character development, it's got thought out plots, it's got overall arcs, but also it's got heart. It's got heart in abundance, and that's what makes this a great example of Torchwood. I don't really want to say any more than the synopsis, mainly because the plot drives it on at such tremendous pace that to say anything more is to reveal spoilers. And I don't want to deprive you of the utter enjoyment you get from hearing this story. So yes, a short review, I'll grant you, but mainly because it's such a storming tale. I, for one, cannot fault New Torchwood, and I hope that the rumours are incorrect. Not that Torchwood won't be around, but that a certain main actress has decided to let go of ever playing the part again. I've asked around and everyone says that this simply isn't the case. But as I'm not allowed to say these things, all I say is I hope that my sources are right and that the rumours are wrong, because I will miss Gwen. But that's not what this podcast's about. This podcast is about Zone 10. And next time we've got Ghost Mission with Sergeant Andy Davison. Yes, Sergeant Andy's finally going to possibly get to join Torchwood. It sounds light-hearted, but you know what? You never know with these releases. Because with this one, you get some darkness, some flashes of the future and the past, and you get just a great story. So with that, I'll fade away and speak to you all very soon, probably about Doctor Who. So until then, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions. Torchwood, Zone 10.
It all started with that sound, broadcast from a point 62 miles above Siberia. A single pulse over and over again at exactly the same interval, never stopping for over 40 years. NASA always said it was something built by the Russians, a satellite of some sort. The Russians said it must be something built by NASA. It had many names over the years: the blip, the bloop, the squidge. In Russian, they simply call it pulse. I've been working on it for so long in my own time, trying to unravel it, find out what it meant. Then one night, I cracked it. A message that had been baffling the world for over 4 decades.
Toshiko Sato, Pravda v zonie 10.
Translate.
Pravda v zonie 10. Toshiko Sato, the truth is in zone 10. Toshiko Sato, the truth is in zone 10. Toshiko Sato, the truth is in zone 10.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.